Welcome, I'm Kirk Kaplan with Trustee Legal and Accounting. And the subject of this video today is about using irrevocable trusts in estate planning to protect your assets. And on the board here is a diagram of a typical irrevocable trust. But before we can really talk about what an irrevocable trust does for your estate planning, we've got to talk to you about who the players are in the trust. As in typical for a trust is you have a trustor, also known as a grantor, creator, or a settlor. This is the individual or individuals who actually create the trust and fund the trust with property, money, real property, investments, other assets. Then you also have what's called a trustee. That is an individual that runs day-to-day operations of the trust. And then specifically for an asset protection trust in Nevada, you have to have a distribution trustee. And who that individual is outside the scope of this discussion, but we'll have another discussion video just on who a distribution trustee can be. And then finally, the discretionary beneficiary. These are the 3 or 4 parties: trustor, trustee, distribution trustee, and discretionary beneficiary. So you can, as a trustor, create the trust and fund the trust with your assets. Then what you can do is you can select somebody to be your distribution trustee. Under Nevada law, you have to have a distribution trustee that is a Nevada resident or a bank or a trust company that is in Nevada. And then you can pick yourself as the trustee to run day-to-day operations, and you can be the discretionary beneficiary. Now, the whole task here is talking about the discretionary beneficiaries. What rights does that beneficiary have to this trust? And the main thing that you need to take home with this is this. You have a right as a discretionary beneficiary to request distribution. You create the trust, so you're going to know what the rules are that you're going to have to live by when you're requesting a distribution from the trust to the distribution trustee. Now, you can act as a trustee of this trust, which means you can operate day-to-day matters such as buying, selling securities in the stock. You buy IBM stock here and sell Dell stock here. That is all up to you. Sell this piece of real property and buy this piece of real property. Those are all up to you. The only thing you cannot do as trustee and as a discretionary beneficiary is require distributions come out to you. Now, the one thing that really freaks Americans out is this one thing: I've lost control of the distributions that's going to come to me. Well, if you think about something here, Nevada law allows you to be able to fire the distribution trustee and hire another individual to be, or an entity to be, your distribution trustee. That way, if the distribution trustee becomes too obnoxious and is ignoring your expectations or your lifestyle, that you can fire and maybe hire somebody to cover for you. Now, that comes with a caveat. If the distribution trustee becomes your bank account, that whenever you ask for money, that they'll make distributions to you, then the courts, since you don't respect it as a beneficiary, the courts are not going to respect it. So the lesson I'm trying to teach here is this. This whole structure right here of an asset protection trust and estate planning is all about respect and knowing the boundaries and staying inside the boundaries. That if you're ever called to court, that you're able to sit on the stand, you're able to put your hand up and swear and tell the truth that you never violated Nevada law, that you respected the boundaries here. And if you did that, then the court's going to respect this, and your creditors will not be able to get to your assets, or the assets, I should say, that's in your trust. I hope today this helped you understand irrevocable trust and estate planning. Thank you.